doing. I thought I would just let you be here with me. Just seems to be a lot of
Left onto
traffic
Highway
out here.
417 East.
It's all passing me by. I'm going 95 kilometers an hour, which is about 60 miles per hour.
Continue 5.2 kilometers, then take exit 122, on right, to Avenue, Parkdale.
Seems better right now. For a while there, we had so many lanes and so many people switching in front and in back and coming in and merging, and it's just so confusing. My little pea brain, I know I don't have a little pea brain. My mother always says that, but she doesn't have one either. People going faster than you on your right. It's a little disconcerting. I'm just trying to stay here and go with these people ahead of me. So I could go faster, but I guess I shall move to the next lane. That would at least get rid of all the people that are coming on. There's so many of them. I love watching birds. One day I'm going to sit down with a flock of birds and watch them and film them. But I certainly can't do that when I drive. Not in this mess of people. It's 2:58. Time for the news.
What I think is kind of beautiful is that gap there always has something new to teach us about ourselves.
Brian, it's been a real pleasure. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
They've been talking about robots on CBC.
Brian Christian's fascinating new book is called The Most Human Human, What Talking with Computers Teaches Us About What It Means to Be Alive. You can hear my longer conversation with Brian, including his thoughts on the effect digitally mediated communication has on how we get to know each other. That's up at our blog, cbc.ca/spark. And it's worth it to watch Brian's turn on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart at 1 o'clock. It's a very funny clip, and you can find a link to it up at our blog as well. Just look for the
In 1.2 kilometers, take exit 122, on right, to Avenue, Parkdale, then turn left.
This time around, the show originally aired in April 2011 and was made by
exit
Anshul
122,
Steady, Carmen
on
Jones,
right,
Dan Meisner,
to
Michelle
Avenue,
Parisi, and me,
Parkdale,
Nora Young.
then turn left.
And by
Andrew Oldenburg,
Sherry Turkle,
Ben Bushman,
Alexandra Deschamps Senior,
Brian Christian,
and Clippy. Head on over to our blog, cbc.ca/spark. That's where you can find more information if you'd like to dig deeper. You can find longer form interviews with our guests, and you can join the conversation. What do you think the proper
Turn left on Parkdale Avenue.
Is? Do you like calling a phone line and talking to a program that acts like a human? Or does it send you into your own personal uncanny valley? cbc.ca/spark. I'll be there. Hope you will be too. I'm Nora Young. Until next time, I'm obeying Asimov's 3 laws. For now.
She's been talking for 2 minutes and I haven't a clue what she talked about. I probably shouldn't be driving.
CBC Radio 1, 91.5 FM in Ottawa. 75 years of CBC. Yours to celebrate.
I'm Ian Black. I do the weather on CBC television, radio, internet, and on Twitter at Black's Weather. A lot of the forecasts for this summer are calling for a long, hot, dry summer. That doesn't include the idea of thunderstorms, so these things can still pop up. And if you have a hot summer, then my mind starts thinking of severe weather. I can give you a day's notice when they're about to hit, but when they do hit, you're going to want to keep tuned and find out exactly who's under the gun. I'm Ian Black. I'm Ottawa's weatherman for the CBC.
Hi there, I'm Alan Neal. Still to come on All in a Day, the latest on the plane crash which killed former Ottawa Senators Pavel Demitra and Karel Rakunik, plus more on Sidney Crosby's announcement today. And on this day of the writ dropping, Ontario provincial candidates will be dropping something else on our show. We'll tell you what. And the scavenger stylist teams get their first challenge. They might need your help, though. All that and more from 3 to 6.
This is CBC News. Good afternoon, it's 3 o'clock and 16 degrees in Ottawa. I'm Lawrence Wall from the CBC Ottawa Newsroom. 44 people have died in the crash of a Russian aircraft, including 2 former members of the Ottawa Senators. The plane was carrying a hockey team that was part of the Continental Hockey League. Former Senators Pavel Demitra and Karel Rakunik were among the dead. Another victim was the former Calgary Flames captain Brad McCrimmon, who was the team coach. Pavel Demitra played for the Senators between 1993 and 1996. His agent, Matt Cater, says Demitra was popular both on and off the ice.
He was a leader on every team that he was on, and I think a lot of people were drawn to him. Once they got to know him, you could see what a good person he was, and he was very popular. And I was fortunate to actually see him 3 weeks ago. I was over and seeing him in Riga, Latvia, and spent time with him. And
Well, that's too bad.
he was
Such a shame.
He was just a great person to be around with a lot of energy, and it showed in his play and how he treated everyone.
The 32-year-old Karel Rakunik played for the Senators from 1999 to 2004.
Well,
Doctors for Sidney Crosby say they can't predict when the hockey star will return to the NHL.
it's better now.
But they say Crosby will definitely be able to return to the game. Crosby and his doctors held a news conference earlier today in Pittsburgh. The CBC's Teddy Katz was there.
Sidney Crosby says he's feeling much better. He has been dealing with some headaches as a result of his
I think I'm going to
concussion,
write on the
but he
outside
said
of my
it's
car,
nothing like what he
as
had
seen on
early
Nancy
and he was
today.
dealing with-
Wouldn't you think that would be cool? As seen on Nancy today. Except then I better drive really well. I better never do anything wrong. Go ahead. This guy's on his phone. You're not allowed to be on your phone. Here's the Parkdale Market.
In 350 meters, turn left on Bowman Street, then arrive at Dan Word, on left.
Well, I guess I better go. Goodbye. Thanks for being there.